pet peeves are about me.
I mean, you know.
They're all about me. So you're basically, so let's retitle the show, y'all. What do you not like that your spouse does? What do you not like? So since we're
I got more that don't include being inside my house. So we had it that
since
way.
we're going to do that, then I don't like
smacking. All right, I can tell you. You don't like
let me
smacking.
finish.
You don't like smacking.
First of all, I don't like to be cut off. That's a pet peeve. You're not my twin or anything. Can't finish my sentences. But
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sip and Share. Sip and share. Sip and share. Sip and share.
not sure why we got the it's just sip and share. Sip and share. Sip and share.
Hey, let's go.
Sip and share.
Nah, for real, let's go.
There's nowhere to go.
Nah, let's go for real.
Sip and share.
That's it, rock.
I know you guys are a little irritated today, annoyed by the fact that he added the raw in there. But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But what are you sipping on today, babe? What are you sipping on?
I am sipping on some Ciroc and some cranberry juice.
I think you've been sipping on too much
first of
Ciroc.
all, I'm about to start sipping on some Ciroc and cranberry juice. I have not sipped up. Some coconut Ciroc.
Evidently, you've already started.
What are you sipping on?
I am sipping on pure cranberry juice. 100%. No sugar added. No Ciroc added. Cranberry juice.
I was going to think of a joke, but I couldn't think of it.
I know, you can't. Just let it go. So, on today's show, we want to talk to y'all about something that irritates you, annoys you more than it does anybody else. You know, being in the classroom and it's quiet and you're taking a test and you just hear somebody tapping on their desk, you know, something silly like that. We want to talk to you about
pet peeves. What is a pet peeve?
I just said it.
What's the definition
Catch
of a
up.
pet peeve? My pet peeve is when you ask somebody a question and they
Catch
go,
up.
"I just said it." Wait, or did you not hear what I just told you? If I would,
Did you not hear what I just
hear what I
said?
just said? If I would have,
Shout out Dr. Darius.
if I would have heard you, I would not have asked. Right? Well, why do people say you must still remember when I told you? If I would have remembered, I wouldn't have asked you again. Isn't that the whole point of me asking you? Like, we ain't even got started yet. You just helped me with one of my pet peeves. There's one. There you have it.
I'm sure as an audience, you guys have already caught on. I gave it to you earlier. I said he's irritated and annoyed you. I said you're in a classroom and you hear this. He didn't get the contextual clues. So let me break it down for him. Babe, a pet peeve is a noun. It is an annoyance, an irritation that bothers you more than it does anyone else.
Thank you. I wish you would have done that the first time, but I'll take it the second go around. So quite okay.
My pet peeve is type A personalities.
What's a type A personality?
You're looking at it.
I'm looking at a camera right now.
And look down at the other part and you'll see it.
A type A personality.
Anyway.
What type do you have?
I'm a Z. I'm a type Z personality.
You ain't not a Z.
Any rate, so one of my pet peeves, I'm going to start with one that's a little funny, and I actually have the same one. I wonder if pet peeves are hereditary because, no, serious, because my son and I both have this pet peeve where we don't like.
I can tell you what it is. Don't say it.
I got it. I'm doing it.
But
we don't like whisper in your ear. Tell you what I like to hear. We don't like people whispering in our ear. It's like, and if you got somebody like my husband with a big nose,
wait a minute.
Air, it's like
that's a pet peeve, right? I don't like nobody to tell me what I got.
It's like the air from the mouth and the nose, it's like a wind tunnel in your ear. And it's like, ooh, ooh.
We're gonna take a quick pause because I want the audience to hear this.
No, babe, don't.
Let me whisper in your ear.
It's actually hurting right now. My ear is actually paining y'all. Just talking about it, it hurts. So that's one of my pet peeves. Whispering in the ear. Whispering in the ear. But, you know, how about when people think they whispering, but they ain't? Like, hey, let me tell you that. Everybody hear you.
Oh, gosh.
Because you put this up, don't mean you whispering.
I was just about to whisper in your ear. Speaking of...
Please don't. Please don't.
Speaking of being discreet, you know what one of my pet peeves is?
What is it, babe?
If you're out and about in public with someone,
Mm-hmm.
like your lovely bride,
Yep.
and you want to tell your lovely bride about something or someone, not necessarily saying anything bad, and you say, don't look back. But that person over there just did X, Y, and Z.
You shouldn't be talking about. You shouldn't be talking about.
And I literally just said,
that's what you get.
Don't look. Count to 10 before you look. When I say don't look, it's like don't push that button. Why would you look?
So it annoys you. It irritates you.
Yes.
You should be. The other person should be irritated that you looking at them.
They don't know.
Well,
until they see you look back.
I tell them. Well.
What's your next pet peeve?
Another one of my pet peeves is I kind of hinted to this one earlier. Like tappings. Mm-hmm. I cannot stand like little frequencies of noises. It really bothers me. I don't like to say this, guys, because I don't like to put labels on myself. However, I have suffered with anxiety. And a lot of times I've noticed that those things make my heart start to flutter and like make me get more anxious, more stirred up. So like certain like beating noises, like even to the point that sometimes he may be having on like hip hop or something fast beat, and I have to say it's not vibing with me today. Yep. Like I try to let him do that, or like in my presence, if he's gonna do that, he tries to pick one a little slower. But it's just certain tapping and the fastness of it. I don't know what it is. It just stirs something up in me.
And it's okay to say you have. I think I like the way you said that you have suffered with anxiety. Mm-hmm. You didn't diagnose yourself and say, I have anxiety. People don't realize being anxious is an actual emotion and feeling that everyone can experience. Like you can be anxious and not necessarily be diagnosed with anxiety. So
well, I am the latter as well.
I can understand and relate, so I can get the tapping and things. It's kind of weird for me though, because it actually calms my nerves, because like, you know, so a lot of times when I'm working or something, I could
yeah it's like that opposites attract, right?
If I were to tap on the table and say, hey, little Charlotte, let me whisper.
Oh, babe, come on.
And do both of those things.
Serious. It's like, I'm not lying, y'all.
I ain't even in your ear. You got like the stuff coming through your mic and into your ear right there. I don't really get it. Let me tell you something that I have another pet peeve about. And I'm letting y'all inside my house. My front door and my back door is just wide open. Speaking of being wide open, I don't like doors being open. I don't like doors being open in the house, in the bathrooms. If you come out of the bathroom when you're about to go to sleep at night, close the bathroom door, because I just don't want to be staring into an empty bathroom. I don't like drawers being open, closet doors being open. I'm like, you just got something out. Why not just close it back? Like a lot of times I just walk through and I just start closing stuff. I don't know what it is. I just don't like those things being open. It's a pet peeve for me.
All your pet peeves are about me.
I mean, you know.
They're all about me. So you're basically, so let's retitle the show, y'all. What do you not like that your spouse does? What do you not like? So since we're
I got more that don't include being inside my house. So we had it that way.
Since we're going to do that, then smacking.
All right, I can tell you. You don't like smacking. You don't like smacking.
First of all, I don't like to be cut off. That's a pet peeve. You're not my twin or anything. Can't finish my sentences. But something that is a pet peeve for me is turning on lights all over the house when it's freaking sunlight. Open the freaking blinds. I don't need to have such a high electricity bill. That's why you have windows in the house. So since we're changing the subject to what you don't like your husband do or your spouse do, that's one of mine right there. And because he doesn't see the bill, I guess he just thinks that lights are free.
You finished?
The light is free when you open the blind. How about that? Open the blind and keep my lights off.
Are you done?
And you don't need two lights on in the bathroom. The one by your sink and the one for the whole bathroom and the one over the tub. You don't need 3 lights on. Turn on one. Pick. You want light in the tub? You want light over your sink? Or you want to light up the whole hallway part of the bathroom? Just pick one.
Is you done or is you finished?
I'm finished. Drink my cranberry juice.
I get you on the lights, but you know, I do like, it just does something to my spirit, my mood. I like things to be well lit, but sometimes, I will say a lot of times these blinds are closed. And first thing I do when I get up out of bed in the morning, I leave out the bedroom, I open every blind because I want the sunlight to come in. If there's enough light inside the house, then yeah, that's fine. But I like to have the lights on and stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you about something that's not inside my home. I don't like when people are clock watchers, really, and expect that you are going to be at work just as long as they are at work, just simply because they might not necessarily be excited to go home and do whatever it is they normally would do or don't have anything to do, so on and so forth. So for me, I am big on timeliness, period. I'm big on timeliness and I'm big on time management because my time is my money. I make every effort to be on time to everything. And sometimes it probably goes a little bit too far. If we got a reservation, I just can't stand being late. I just don't want to be late. I don't want to walk in a minute late. I want to be there early if I can. Early is on time. If you're on time, you're late. That's how I've been taught in my life. But also, I don't like to show up to stuff and people say, we're going to be here at this time. And I show up and I'm prompt and they're not there. It aggravates me. Then again, big on time management. You give me 8 hours, I'm going to bust my butt during that 8 hour period. And I'm going to work really hard. And I'm probably going to get everything done for the most part that I need to get done in that 8 hour period. So I don't need to stay 9 hours because for the sake of whatever, I got my work done in the 8 hours. So it's time for me to go. So when you're looking for me past work hours, unless absolutely necessary, when it's time to go home, I'm going to go home. That's a pet peeve for me. Like I got to go. It's time to go. I've done everything because we talked on a previous episode. I'm very energetic in the mornings. I got a lot of energy. I like to get my stuff done. In the evenings, I start to tail off a little bit. So don't expect everyone to have the same type of work mentality that you do.
Yeah. So one of my pet peeves is, it's like when you're talking to someone and they're telling you about their situation, and more than likely it's not a good situation. And you're giving them some tips or advice. You have to choose when to just listen and when to offer your advice. But there are just some people that when you offer the advice gets turned into a dark road of issue again, right? So the advice is now an issue.
Right.
And then the next advice is the issue. It's like, I don't want to leave my problem. I don't ever want solutions. I want to continue to create problems.
There you go.
So my pet peeve is when people can't see beyond the issue at hand and take a chance to solve it and just keep mulling around the problem versus mulling around solutions and getting at it.
Right. I am going to give you my top two pet peeves of all my pet peeves. First one, number one, is when a person just really doesn't want to take the time to hear you out. We can have different viewpoints. We can have different viewpoints and we can see things completely different, and that is okay. But when the moment you go, if I say, hey, I was on the way to work today and someone cut me off, and you go, nah, people don't cut people off anymore. That doesn't even happen. Like, I'm the one that got cut off. I'm telling you what happened. Like, you don't even, when you don't even want to take the time to actually take in what I'm telling you, I automatically want to block you out. I'll block you out. And then my top pet peeves of all pet peeves is when I try to be nice to someone and it is not reciprocated back to me. I work very, very hard to treat everyone well, to treat everyone with respect. And it is a constant effort, and I always make sure that I'm being cognizant to be nice and kind to everyone. But if you don't give that back to me, I think I'm going to cut you off. I think because you have to hear my stories. I'm going to cut you off, and it's going to send me spiraling up, So if someone's being nice, be nice back, or just be nice first. That's my top pet peeve of all top pet peeves.
Well, guys, I'm all pet peeved out. My ear is ringing. I'm like, I'm not lying. For those of you who know, Like the back of my ear, there's a pain going down it just thinking about that particular pet peeve. So that is how big some annoyances are for some people, that it even causes their body to react in a certain way.
Tell us
it
your pet
causes
peeves.
their attitude to change to be something totally different.
Facts.
So yeah, like he said, subscribe, comment below. Let us know some of your pet peeves. But we gotta remember, we're living in a world with very different people.
That's right.
And where something might help calm them, the other person, it might be an annoyance. Just try to be respectful when we're around one another. Like, for instance, if he wants to listen to certain music, he goes to a certain space.
Right.
If I want to do certain things, I do it in my particular space, just to give some understanding towards one another. And we got to do that out in the world, in workplaces and gatherings as well.
What I need from you is understanding.
I don't know what's up with this singing lately, y'all. Smell like Ciroc. Sip
and share. Sip and share. Let's get it now. Until next time.
I'm going to learn how to sing the song while I'm sipping.
But why?